they actually put fresh papers inside the machine. That makes it like silly detail. But remember, on a movie screen, that'll show up 20 or 30 feet wide now. And we also just have to change the color scheme. We can quickly turn this into the Los Angeles MTA. Oh. It's under control. Don't be alarmed. Everyone, come on, Congratulations, everyone. You just experienced a simulation of an 8.3 earthquake. That was inspired by the Universal film earthquake. And by the way, here is how that effect looks on TV.
What's going on?
Let's get out of here! The water main just broke!
Oh man, I could use a break after that kind of action. Tell you what, let's just cruise on into the quiet, sleepy little village of Amity on Amity Island. You remember this from Steven Spielberg's blockbuster Jaws. Now, to avoid any unpleasantness like you might have seen in the film, we have a patrol boat on permanent duty right here. Your safety is our primary concern. Now, of course, Jaws took place on the 4th of July. Oh no. Finn. Big Finn. Excuse me, I just got to warn the diver. Scotty! Scotty, get over to the boat! Scotty, Scotty, don't bob up and down like a wax dummy. Get in the boat! Scotty, boat! Scott, hello? Scotty? Scotty? That's not good. If I could just direct your attention to the yellow barrel in the center here. That barrel's chained to the dock. And we have a hook and bait attached to the barrel. If we can get the shark's attention, we're going to take care of this in short order, I promise. Oh yeah, look! He's taking the bait! He's taking the dock. Don't be alarmed. We're completely safe behind the high-octane fuel. Swell. I give up. What else could possibly go wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, meet Bruce. Bruce? The Haddock one? There, Bruce. By the way, that shark was named by Steven Spielberg himself. Mr. Spielberg named Bruce the Shark after his lawyer. Now, take a good look here at Amity. Do the facades seem at all familiar? You saw them every week on the television series Murder, She Wrote. This was used as the town of Cabot Cove. In the opening credits, every week you saw Angela Lansbury ride a bicycle right in front of those facades. In fact, Jessica Fletcher's home is over here on the right as we come around the corner. Take another look over there on the left. You'll notice Bruce is the only shark in the world that can swim backward. Look at that. And believe it or not, that shark over there works better than the shark you saw in the movie. You don't have to take my word on that. You could always just ask the big man.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio links. They were always saying, "The shark is not working." Repeat, "The shark is not working."
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited. The shark worked well enough for a while there and had the biggest hit of all time. So I really owe the shark a lot.
I've shown you some of our metropolitan sets, our foreign sets, our historical sets. Right now, we're heading back to the suburban portion of the back lot. This is where we have all the residential sets. As a matter of fact, we are coming up to probably one of the most famous streets in America. Get your cameras out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wisteria Lane from ABC's Desperate Housewives. I promise no one gets closer to these houses than you do, except for the actual ladies that live here. Take a look over on the left side of the tram. This gold house with the trellises on either side of the porch is the home of Gabrielle Solis, played by Eva Longoria. Gabby's friends Bob and Lee live right next door. And coming up over on the left, the pale yellow house, number 4353, that's the home of Susan Meyer, played by Terry Hatcher. Right next door to Susan is the greenhouse that belongs to Lynette Scavo, played by Felicity Huffman. Now, hanging from Lynette's porch is a real good example of the wisteria, which gives Wisteria Lane its name. Although, to be completely honest, that's not live wisteria. That's plastic that's shaped like wisteria, but you get the idea. Directly ahead at the end of the cul-de-sac is the pink house. That used to be the home of Edie Britt, played by Nicolette Sheridan, although last season it's where Vanessa Williams was living as Renee Perry. Over on the left, we're circling around Wisteria Park. Over the years, quite a few birthday parties have taken place right here. Block parties a couple of years ago. In the mid-season cliffhanger, a Christmas party took place right here when a plane crashed in the middle of the street. Not every actor got out of that episode alive. As we head back up the street once again, take a look over on the left. The big blue house is the home of Karen McCluskey. The greenhouse right next door is where Felicia Tillman was living, at least until the season finale. Now she's not really living anywhere anymore. The brick house right next door is the home of Bree Vandekamp, played by Marcia Cross. And next to Bree is the home of the late Mary Alice Young. That's the voice of Brenda Strong, who narrates every episode. Before Mary Alice moved in there, that had been the Cleaver home on Leave It to Beaver. This was once Beaver's hometown of Mayfield, and from time to time, this has been Sunnydale on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I know it seems a little quiet right now.